Welcome to the Master App, a retailer management app and a component of the Mall Street platform. In this video, we shall explore all app functionalities in detail. Setting up your store on the platform is very easy. Master is available on both Play Store and the iOS Store and can be freely downloaded by any store owner to set up his store on the platform. Once downloaded, this is what the Master button looks like on your phone. The first time you open it, you're required to sign in with your name and number. Once signed in, you will land here by default. Let me introduce you to the various tabs that you see at the bottom, in the order we recommend you to use the app as you set up your store. We start with the right bottom Setup Store tab, which is where we are currently located. This is the first step in setting up your store. As you can see, there are 3 dummy stores that have been set up, but to simplify your understanding, we shall set up a new store starting now by clicking on this button at the top right called Add New Store. So when I click on the Add New Store, you get a form like this. Okay, this form has got a bunch of fields, some of which are mandatory and some are optional. We encourage you to fill every detail. In the first 2 fields, you find something called a store name and store short name. Typically, if the store has a short name, then you can fill the same detail in both. But some store names happen to be very long. And store short name is a character restricted field, and thereby it encourages those stores with very long store names to find an abridged version. However, the store short name is a very critical aspect because this is the name as the consumer will see it on the consumer app. Now let's start filling in a fictional store called Jankar Beats, which is into musical instruments, to help you understand how this form has to be filled. I will start by entering the name of the store. It is Jankar and Beats. Okay, now when I enter it and I go to the second field, it is automatically populates the same name because that's by default. If the first name or the main name is not very long, it automatically picks up the whole brand name as the store short name. I shall enter a tagline called Music for All. I look for a store open time and I shall enter say 9:30 a.m. and a store close time which I will enter as 9:30 p.m. Okay, so then we move further down. It asks for ownership type. It's a drop down. You have 3 options: company owned, franchisee and independently owned. I am selecting company owned for this. There is a store location which comes in here. The store location is to be filled only if there is a specific identifier that you want to give your shopper when they enter a mall. For example, if a store is in the ground floor or upper basement or the second floor of a mall, you may want to enter just that ground floor, upper basement, etc. information here. So I am just entering this as ground floor because my store is in. Now, when you come to full address, you can either physically enter the full address or you can use the geolocator tab button on the right to basically pick up your current location and then change it and fine tune it to reflect the actual address. Since this particular demo is being done from a non-store location, I am actually entering a physical address. 21 Hosu Road, Koramangala. Okay, so this is the address of Forum Mall. City is Bengaluru. Cluster is again a drop down which has got multiple options in terms of picking up which market does your store belong to. When I say market, I am saying, for example, Indranagar is a market, Jayanagar is a market, Koramangala is a market. Likewise, malls are markets. For example, a Forum Mall with multiple stores is a market, or a Phoenix Market City is a market. So in this particular case, since it is Forum, I will select Forum from the drop down. Okay, so this is the Forum Mall that I have selected and I'm entering a pin code you have to enter an email ID and a GST number as well, but for now I am ignoring it in the interest of time. Once you come down here, this is where you begin to now start setting up your physical or the virtual store, the virtual store with in terms of selection of images, selection of videos, selection of store logo, etc. So there's a bunch of images that you have to select here. So there is provision for you to add one single video of up to 30 seconds and at least three banners that you can put up here in which will reflect your store. These banners could be promotional or deal banners, they could be offers, they could be advertising content, or they could just be photographs of your store interior. Likewise with the video, it could be a promotional video, it could be just a store walkthrough. So whatever you choose to basically put up, you can put up here. So just to illustrate again, I am just going to put up some images of this store called Jankar Beats. I am choosing from gallery and I am selecting, say, a store exterior image. So this is an image of the store exterior that I have selected. Okay, and then I will select another image of a store interior, maybe something of the inside of the store. Again, from the gallery I have an image somewhere, so I shall select this one as a store interior image. Okay, it's a musical store event, musical instrument store, so you can find a lot of musical instruments there. Now I also will try and add a small video. No, for the purpose of this I don't think I have saved a video, so I shall ignore it. But likewise, you can choose to take a video live from the camera, or you can choose a video from the gallery and you can upload it here. In the interest of time, I am moving forward to adding a store logo, right? So I click here. Again, I can choose to take a photograph of a logo, or I choose an image from a gallery. So in this particular case, I have created a small logo for Jankar Beats, which I am entering here. Okay, so with this, I complete the first part of the store setup. This is the first part. Addition of store images, logo, and a whole lot of details in terms of store address, location, timings, store name, tagline, ownership details, GST number, etc. Okay, so I shall now move forward to the next section. So in this next section, which is basically marked as 2 out of 2, the second part of the store setup, you can have the option of selecting the items or the categories that your store sells in any extent of detailing that you want to, as well as pick up the key brands that your store sells. The idea is basically that your store should appear in any search that a customer is doing on the platform. If they're searching for a particular ironing box, for example, of a particular brand, if you have listed it and if you have done this exercise in terms of item selection and brand selection to that extent of detail, your store will appear in the search results as a store which is basically dealing and selling that. So thereby, since this is a music store, I am basically going to music. I am selecting music. So when I select music, there are 7 subcategories under it. So I am looking at stringed instruments, percussion, keyboard, DJ gear, etc. Now, I believe that my store does not sell DJ gear, does not sell studio and recording equipment, and does not sell live sound equipment. So I have deselected those. And from among the selection, I can go further down. So just to illustrate, on traditional instruments, I will go further down and I'll see that there are a whole lot of them under that. So now all of them are selected by default. So I have to deselect the ones that I don't deal in. So I'll deselect a few just to illustrate. So I am removing a few of these. And now I have kind of identified all the items that my store sells and I have listed it. You may find that there are some items that are not there in the list that you believe are important enough for you to list. So at the bottom left, you find something called as an add new. So if you click the add new button, you can then choose to add these items and this by yourself, okay, in an open ender. On the right hand side are the brand selection. So you can select the kind of the prominent brands that are available at your store. Again, there is a huge selection for you to pick from. So for this purpose, I will select, say, a brand called Pioneer. So I shall select that and automatically it finds the brand Pioneer in the list, and then I select that brand. So that brand I do sell. Now I look at a couple of other brands and I couldn't find it. So now I will use the add new feature here at the bottom left to add certain brands that I think are missing in the list. Okay, so this is what appears. So firstly, I'm adding a brand called Yamaha. Okay, so I'm adding this brand. I have to put a comma. So I've added that. Next, I shall add another brand called Roland. These are all musical instrumentation brands, so I'm adding that as well. Okay, so I've added these two brands. It is reflected here. I just click on add brands, and the request for addition of these brands into the master list connected to your store comes back to us for us to approve. And the moment it is approved from our side, these brands also get reflected against your store. So now, having completed this entire store setup, I save the store. And as you can see, I have gone back to the main store setup page where I had 3 stores earlier. And there is Jankar Beats. Now a store has appeared. And this is how the store appears in the store setup page, with the logo, with the name of the store, which is the short name, the cluster or the market and the area in which the store is located. And then it basically also has got 2 tabs called Edit Store and Edit Services. Edit Store allows you to edit anything that you filled up just now. So for example, suddenly I want to change the timing from 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. So I can change it, and I can just again continue, save store, and I come back here. So this is Edit Store is to change any of the store setup information that I have just done. And then there is Edit Services, which we will go to next. But before I go there, I want to show you a couple of things here. One is that the store has now been set up by you, and it is showing as pending upload. Pending upload essentially means that the approval is pending from our side, and that approval comes through, then this store goes live. And typically this process will not take more than a few hours after you set up the store. The second thing I want to highlight is what you see in the store called Next, which is an approved store. You find something called as a Mall Street store link, and it has got a copy symbol icon next to it, and a share icon next to it. So this is a marketing tool that is available in your hands. So you can choose to direct any traffic, any consumers, your friends, family, relatives, employees, anybody that you want can pick up this link from here, and they can share it with the outside world, with any customers or anybody that they meet. And this link will take the customer directly to your store page on the Mall Street platform. So that's the additional marketing tool that we provide here.